Houston Rockets. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Chambers out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Davis. Then there's Marion. And it's Nash in at the point. Olajuwon kicks to Malone. Offline with his three. Olajuwon against Nash. Shoots over Olajuwon. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Now here's Davis. The crossover. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And so it's Houston with it. It's a three-point game. Right now I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I caught up with Phoenix's head coach. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if we give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. That's tipped. They retain possession. And that one is good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. That one falls.
He's got all the shots. McGrady makes the mid-range look easy.
Nash with it. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here's McGrady. Driving the lane. Basket good. McGrady's got his second basket.
What muscle from McGrady right there, brushing off the defense with ease.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw good, James Harden.
And what's incredible about Harden, he can dominate a game with the pass as much as the shots. So defensively, you have to prepare for both.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. He's checked in for Malone, and Paul subbed in for Clyde Drexler. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. And this is where the size of Ming is just too much. I have to foul him when he's that close.
For Houston, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. No good on the free throw.
At the line for 2.
He doesn't get the second one.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. And Harden with the lay-in.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And they double up Davis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Ball violation. Jump ball called.
Poked away. Stoudemire with the ball. Picked up by Olajuwon. Will it go? Olajuwon with the block. Now Paul. Over Davis. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to McGrady from the arc. And he's good on the three ball. McGrady's got 7.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
Suns trail by 7. Nash drives in. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You really can't let someone with Nash's accuracy get that close. I mean, he won't waste those high percentage looks.
And that one misses. Rockets leading by 5. Now here's Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Some changes for Phoenix. Marley's checked in for Davis, and it's Johnson in for Nash. Here's Chambers. Missed inside.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
McGrady against Marley. Houston moving the ball around. Paul with the bucket.
Got to make a decision quick sometimes, and Chris Paul does that on the catch and shoot.
Suns trail by 8. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
And the Rockets with possession here. Paul is doubled. Castellano puts up a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Marley. And the Suns miss again.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Phoenix with the ball. Following the 3 by Houston. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Phoenix ball.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Houston making a switch. McGrady's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on an 18-4 run. Paul looking around. And here is McGrady. 7 points in the game. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And that one is hammered home.
really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, just dominating, controlling that spot.
Phoenix calls timeout. Suns trail by 15. High post Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Marion. Phoenix no good that time either. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Yao with a screen on Johnson. Harden dishes the ball. Harden against Johnson. The pass to McGrady. Back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Can they get it? And the layup is good.
And so agile for his size. Stoudemire excels at seeing openings in the defense and tearing right through them.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Houston on top. They lead by 13. Stay with us as we get set to play.
Please give a big round of applause for your Rockets.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Davis is out there with Nash. Then there's Marion. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Chambers in at the 4. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Stoudemire pulls it down. Malone against Chambers. Olajuwon with the block. And they'll keep possession. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Substitution for your Rockets. Elvin
Houston leading by 11.
Rudy Tomjanovich.
Drexler drawing the double team. Passes it to Paul. Fires for 3. And a great assist by Drexler as that one goes in. Paul's got 6.
Just think about the growth of what Chris Paul has done with that three-pointer. 28% for 3 as a rookie. Now a guy you can't leave.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in.
Devin Booker.
Nash has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Paul outside. Pass to Drexler. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Olajuwon can't hit.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
Drexler with it. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Tomjanovich. From deep. Bang. Brings home the trifecta. Tom Jonovich just got himself on the board with 3 there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Houston shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Not much more you can say about CP3. Name a better floor leader. There's not one.
Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Paul against Johnson. Paul with the ball. He's got 7 to the middle. It's stolen. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, that's you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. And the Suns call time here. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Johnson surveying the floor. Over Drexler. And he recovers it. The offensive rebound. Booker, good. Booker's got his first basket.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Houston.
Davis against McGrady. There's the pass to Murphy. Back to Drexler. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Yeah. Passes it to Murphy. Over to the left wing. Sampson, the pass to Yao. Sinks the three-pointer. Yao's got his first 3 points of the game.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And Phoenix making a change.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Suns. Dick Van Arsdale.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Chambers. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Johnson down low. He's guarded by Murphy. And the shot goes in.
Johnson.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Murphy. Drexler kicks to Sampson. Pass to Murphy. And taken away by Johnson. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Stoudemire. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And how about the persistence on the glass? Stoudemire wanting that rebound more than anyone else.
We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Drexler passes to Yao. And a great assist by Drexler as that one goes in. Drexler's got 4 assists in the game. Yao's gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc so far. Booker inside, working on Yao. Shoots from the baseline. Johnson's shot is off. And here's Houston. They're on an 18-6 run. Yao attacking, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Guys, this is just so difficult to stop Yao. His size and strength let him go right through that contact.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
At the line for your Rockets, Yao Ming. 1 shot.
That one misses for Yao. So it's Phoenix now. And Clyde Drexler gets the whistle that time.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Now Johnson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 8 feet away, and he drops that one in.
Dennis Johnson.
Here's Francis. There's 31 seconds left to play here. And
just an electricity to what Drexler can do. The leaping ability, the creativity once in air, that's elite level stuff.
Phoenix with the ball. Now, here's Johnson. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
On the wing, Drexler. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Malone, no luck. And so it's Houston in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be right back after this.
Fans, let's turn up the noise and get loud for the Watch Crew.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
They've got Elijah on. Moses Malone out there with Drexler. Then it's Harden, and it's McGrady in at the two-guard spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Harden. Into the lane, and he dunks it down.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
With a dime.
Here's Chambers. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with him. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can...
The previous play is
easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is. And
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
That free throw, no good. So he can't get either to fall. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Drexler scanning the floor. Malone a screen on Marion. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Malone can't hit. Malone's gone 1 of 4 from the field. And Davis, here we go. And it's Marion at the elbow. Sinks that one from the post. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And here is McGrady. 15 points in the game. Drexler high post. Harden outside. And the 3 off target. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Harden's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Drexler.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. He gets it in there. Nash has got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Harden finds Malone. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Malone's strength can be intimidating. He's superb at scoring, even when the D is draped all over.
Davis with it. Now McGrady defending. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon outside. McGrady with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Drexler. Nailed from three-point land. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Chambers against Malone. And the basket by Chambers.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
It's stolen by Davis. Knocked loose. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Jason Kidd's checked in for Stoudemire.
Substitution of the court.
Al Harden. And it's good for 2.
That's a nice play. Harden sure knows how to use that body handling inside.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Smith against Kidd. Plays it up and banks it in. Kidd's got his first points of the game.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Olajuwon, the pass to Harden. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. For the Rockets, Sampson's checked in, and Hayes subbed in for Malone. Phoenix also making some changes. Marley comes in for Davis, and it's Scott in for Nash. 1:41 left in the third quarter of the game. Scott up top, covered by Smith. Scott, good.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Kidd with the double. Pass to Tomjanovich. Here's Hayes. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Steve Francis. First personal foul. Third team foul.
1:07 left to play here in the third. Here's Chambers, and it's blocked.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Tied by Scott. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Scott's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Offensive rebound. Out to Smith. Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Kidd. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Over Francis. Kidd, no good. To the right side. Here's Tomjanovich. He has 6. Launches a three, and another three for Houston.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
It's his first trip to the line.
Elvin Hayes. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Phoenix, Shawn Marion. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Yeah, Marion, a tough player to guard. That quick athletic combo forward with an unorthodox shot.
Second free throw, no good. And so it's Houston in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been up. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Marion is out there with Marley. Then there's Scott. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Westphal in at the shooting guard. Marley with it. Yao picks him up. And that one's good by Marley.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
The pass to Tomjanovich. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And Yao just so big, he's able to see over the top of the defense, and that allows him to find an open team.
And there's the call on Yao. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Substitution for the Suns, Dick Van Arsdale.
Scott against Murphy. With the teardrop, Scott, good.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim.
It's stolen by Stoudemire. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Substitution for your Rockets.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Right wing. Here's Tomjanovich. Another miss by Houston.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Knocked away. Here's Van Arsdale. And yes, it's good.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Houston. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. From outside the arc. Pass to Francis. Out left to the wing. Here's Tomjanovich. Kept alive. Sampson kicks to Paul. Hayes dishes to Paul. Back to Hayes. Here's Van Arsdale. Pass to Hayes. And some nice passing there by Houston. Francis passes to Paul. And stolen by Scott. Here's Van Arsdale. Over Tomjanovich. It's rebounded by Hayes.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Paul with the 3. Van Arsdale pulls it in. Paul's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Marion. The rejection by Paul.
Always in position to make a play at either end. Chris Paul teed that one up nicely.
Drains the three-pointer. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Houston?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
Stoudemire with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And how about the play by Stoudemire? Gets the defense off balance and able to draw the foul with the shot.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Stoudemire. Smith checked in for Houston. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Kicks it out to Paul. Three-pointer. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Shoots from the right block. Good work there as it goes.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Houston leading by 23. Now here's Paul.
Minutes remaining in the game.
Paul is doubled.
Minutes.
Pass to Tomjanovich. In the corner, Smith with it. Paul from deep three-point land. Another miss by Houston. Got a piece of it. Kicks to Sampson. Hayes the pass to Smith. Paul, no one around him. Connects from three-point range.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Offensive rebound. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A new lineup here for Houston.
Houston ball. Substitution on the court.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
The deep three from Harden. Sean Marion grabs the miss, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
And Phoenix has possession. 1:04 left in the game. And he makes that one.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Driving to the basket.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Rockets ball.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hayes the pass to Francis. Good on the three-point shot.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Stoudemire, here we go. Puts the move on. A second chance effort. Marion laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
And Murphy kicks to Hayes. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Stoudemire with the double team. Here's Francis. And they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And here is Marion from deep. No good. So we see Houston taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they